Self-defense in Kansas requires two things: the objective belief and a subjective belief. So let's break that down a little bit. Now, when I say a subjective belief, legally what we're talking about is your head. What was going on in your head? Subjectively, in your head, did you believe that you needed to use the force you used, that you needed to exercise self-defense? That's the first question. The second question is objectively. A third party watching, what would they believe? A fly on the wall. If somebody else was watching this situation, would that person have interpreted the situation to where you were justified in using self-defense? So again, we have an subjective, what's going on in your head, and then objectively, what's going on in a third party watching this situation. So let's consider two examples, each lacking one or the other. So the first one, let's imagine someone is walking down a dark alley. And let's just say they are terrified. They are on the edge of their seat. And as they're walking down this dark alley, the door is flying open. They spin around and they shoot the guy walking out the door. But it turns out this was just the back door for some restaurant. It was the closing staff walking out the door, throwing the trash away. Now, in that case, in that instance, subjectively, the person absolutely believed they were in danger. 100% in their brain, they thought they were under threat. However, objectively, from a third party's perspective, they would look at that situation and just see someone walking down the alley, somebody came out, and the person walking out got shot. That wouldn't be self-defense because objectively, that hypothetical third party watching this would not have believed that the person was justified in using self-defense. Let's use another scenario. Let's say some people are out camping on a hunting trip and they're messing around and one guy takes out an unloaded gun and starts waving it around and pointing it at his buddy, and nothing happens. The person who had the gun pointed at them knew that their friend was just messing around. Their friend knew that this guy always does that. And in their head, they did not believe that they were under any kind of threat. But the reverse may be true for this objective third party. If somebody was watching this from afar, they would look at the situation and see one guy pointing a gun at another one. But clearly this would not have been lawful self-defense in this case because the person who the gun was pointed at didn't believe that they were in any kind of danger. So again, we have an subjective, what's going on in your head, and then objectively, what's going on in a third party watching this situation.